Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, we are tackling a fascinating anime that left a strong impression among viewers, Parasyte The Maxim. Based on the manga Parasyte by Hitoshi Iwaki, this adaptation garnered plenty of attention for its suspenseful narrative and philosophical undertones. We'll get into the history of the show a little later, but before we go any further, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Now without further ado, let's get it. Parasyte The Maxim first aired on Nippon TV on October 9, 2014 and ran until March 26, 2015. Produced by the acclaimed animation studio Madhouse, it was widely praised by critics for its engrossing storyline, vibrant animation, and exploration of deep themes such as identity, morality, and what it truly means to be human. Unlike some anime adaptations that significantly diverge from their source material, Parasyte The Maxim stayed remarkably faithful to the original manga, with only minor updates to place the story in a more modern setting. Although the Parasyte manga concluded in 1995, its anime adaptation resonated well with both longtime fans and newcomers alike, successfully capturing the essence of Hitoshi Iwaki's original work. Despite its generally positive reception, some viewers found the show's graphic content unsettling, a testament to its unflinching portrayal of body horror and psychological tension. Nevertheless, Parasyte The Maxim remains a standout title of the mid-2010s, celebrated for striking a balance between gripping action, philosophical depth, and faithful to its manga roots, with only one major story arc covered across 24 episodes. So, let's get into the story. Our boy Shinichi Izumi is your everyday high school kid, until a freaky worm thing tries to climb into his brain while he's asleep. But Shinichi's got earphones in, so the alien's plan is cooked. The parasite is like, fine, I guess I'll crash into your right arm instead. The next morning, Shinichi wakes up feeling tweaked. His hand moves on its own like it's alive. Big red flag in the chat. On the way to school, Shinichi's hand basically gropes his classmate Satomi Murano, and everyone's like, dude, you good? He's super salty and embarrassed. He sees a little kid about to get run over by a car. So he steps in, only for his right hand to punch the car and put a massive dent in it. He's standing there like, what even is my aura right now? That night, he tries to stab his suspicious hand with a knife, but the hand is all, nah fam, and morphs into a talking creature with eyes, calling itself Migi, which means right. As in right hand, get it? No imagination there. Moving on, Shinichi freaks out and Migi's like, relax bro, if you die, I die, so let's not take L's. Shinichi's basically stuck with this chatty new hand that can shapeshift into swords, tentacles, or whatever it wants. Eventually, Shinichi starts hearing about these mincemeat murders on the news. It turns out there are other parasites that took over other humans' brains and are out there feasting on folks. Meanwhile, Shinichi's just got Migi in his right arm, who's like the weird cousin of the parasite world. Soon, Shinichi meets Ryoka Tamiya, his math teacher who's also a parasite. She's all calm, calling him a special case. She's studying humans instead of just munching them. And Shinichi's like, this is super sus. Next, we meet Mr. A, another parasite who wants Shinichi dead. He attacks Shinichi's school, basically going feral in the hallways. Shinichi and Migi stand their ground on the top floor, yeeting desks and throwing hands. They manage to wound Mr. A. Meanwhile, Ryoka Tamiya sets off a gas station explosion that finishes him off. Then she dips, leaving Shinichi traumatized. Eventually, Shinichi's parents go on vacay, and sadly, a parasite snags Nobuko Izumi, Shinichi's mom. She comes home with a dead stare and stabs Shinichi through the chest. It's a giant L for our boy. Migi then fuses into Shinichi's heart to save him, W, and now Shinichi's got super speed, great reflexes, and basically has no chill. He's acting numb and dead ass can't cry. He sets out to find the parasite wearing his mom's face, furious and salty. He then meets Mamoru Uda, another half parasite dude whose parasite, Joe, lives in his jaw. Together, they find his mom. The fight's brutal and Shinichi can't bring himself to stand down, but she's eventually killed. Shinichi's left feeling empty. His dad's in the hospital, traumatized by what happened at the beach, and life is a dumpster fire for the Izumi fam right now. Skipping ahead, back at school, Shinichi's gotten colder and people are starting to notice. Satomi's like, "Who hurt you, bro?" He then comes across a dead puppy and tosses it in the trash like it's no big deal. Everyone's freaking out. He's basically part Migi now, making him feel a little inhuman. Kana Kimishima, another girl, has the weird ability to sense Shinichi's parasite aura, and she's all, "Ooh, special connection." Meanwhile, a new transfer student named Hideo Shimada arrives. And surprise, he's a parasite. He tries to fit in, but after someone douses him with paint thinner, he starts going on a savage spree, slicing up students and cops. Shinichi does a big brain move, launching a rock from far away to punch a hole in Hideo's body. W, but super traumatic for everyone else. Kan is convinced she and Shinichi share a vibe. She tracks him down to an abandoned building, ignoring Shinichi's warnings that it's too dangerous. Problem is, it's not Shinichi she finds, it's a parasite. Kana gets skewered. Shinichi rushes in, but it's too late, and she dies in his arms. He's beyond heartbroken, but can't shed any tears. Everyone around him calls him heartless, but he's truly messed up on the inside due to the parasite. After this, Ryoko Tamiya changes her name to Reiko Tamura, and plot twist, she is a human baby. She's studying if parasites can do more than just snack on people. On the darker side, a politician named Takeshi Hirokawa forms a parasite squad to run the city. We then meet Goto, the scariest parasite ever made of multiple parasites in one body, and also Miki, who rotates parasites like a twisted puzzle. Shinichi's out here like, "Damn, these guys keep getting stronger, I'm cooked." A private investigator named Shiro Kuramori tries to expose Reiko and the rest of them, but the parasites come for his family, taking them out. Shiro's destroyed, wanting revenge. Meanwhile, Reiko is also losing trust with these other parasites. She's weirdly protective of her baby, meaning she might not be totally heartless after all. She and Shinichi argue on a rooftop, and she uses her baby as a shield, making Shinichi freeze up. Eventually, the police catch wind of the parasites and plan a big sting at City Hall, where Hirokawa's squad is bunkered. They recruit Shinichi, who's half human shield, half insider. They also rope in a psycho named Uragami, who can supposedly spot parasites by looking into people's eyes. Uragami checks Shinichi and is like, "He's normal." The irony is real. Then, the police swarm in and everything turns crazy. Some parasites shapeshift and attack, people freak out, the cops line folks up, do hair plucking tests, and panic spreads like wildfire. Goto then arrives, taking 0 L's. He just deflects bullets, slices entire squads, and basically calls them weak. Shinichi's sitting on the sidelines feeling helpless. He then tries to bail so he doesn't get roasted by Goto, but gotcha! Goto hunts him down. They face off in the forest. Migi has a big brain plan to separate from Shinichi's body to do a sneak attack, but Goto is built different. He absorbs Migi like it's nothing. Shinichi's left alone, tweaking out, and forced to flee. At night, Shinichi rolls up for round 2, determined to finish the job. Goto flexes his multiple parasite powers and whips Shinichi around. Then, Shinichi stabs Goto with a metal pipe from a garbage dump. Toxic waste spills into Goto's body, messing with his parasites. Migi seizes that moment to escape from Goto's body and rejoin Shinichi. The parasite synergy is back in action, and Shinichi's about to let Goto live, but Migi's like, "Bro, he's a ticking time bomb, we gotta kill him." Shinichi then lands the final blow. Gee, Goto. Fast forward a year, and the murders have stopped. Shinichi's trying to just live a normal life, and Migi's conked out in hibernation, only existing in Shinichi's body. Shinichi still wonders if he's fully human now, and then out of nowhere, Uragami, remember that creep? Pops back up. He kidnaps Satomi and holds her at knife point on a rooftop, ranting about how humans are nothing but trash. Next thing you know, he yeets her off the edge, and Shinichi is like, "We are not taking this L." He lunges for her, but remember, he might be just a normal human now, so he's too slow. But at the very last second, Migi briefly wakes up in Shinichi's mind, helping him snag Satomi's hand before she goes splat. Satomi's safe, Shinichi's redeemed, and Migi gets the final cameo. Despite all the messed up stuff, Shinichi has still found a way to cling to his humanity, after all. And that is the end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to slice the like button, absorb, subscribe, and skewer the bell icon so you never miss another video. Until next time, peace.